Hey kids, what's happening? Beautiful tubers you are all. It is Sundays, usually members only night, but tonight we're going to stir things up a little bit. Naughty Santa style, right? Naughty Santa style. Girl asked me how she gets diamonds and not coal for Christmas. It depends. How naughty you been? Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? It's T42. What's up? Freckle Ginger, how are you doing? Bad Duck, quack. I'm going to get a duck call. Ellie, what's going on? Oh, Paula Carpenter, how are you doing? Little M. Doug Sim, how you doing? Oh, geez. Roseman, how are you doing? Oh, she's already fallen asleep. That's her excuse. She's always asleep. Always asleep. Let's see here. What's happening? Used to be younger. How are you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Gosh, I'm late for y'all. Linda Lazier, Broken Hearted. Paul Carpenter, I got the front yard decorated for Christmas today. I won't put the tree up or decorate inside till after the 10th. We worked on some decorations today too. It was very exciting. I loved it. Andrew Myers, how you doing? Janice MB. Philip Crafts, hello, the expert, long time. Good to see you, Phil. Maureen Pryor. I like that name, Maureen. It's cool. I'm sure I'm skipping people. Iron Rabbit's in the chat. I need to talk to Iron Rabbit. I just like talking to her. She's cool. She's a farmer. You got to know. Slytherin Fangirl, what's up? Bad Duck says, I asked what I should bring to the party. The host said nothing. Just bring a happy face. So I brought with... Oh, Bad Duck, if you knew how much foreshadowing that sounds... Wait, I don't think that makes any sense. I'll have to tell you later. Oh, my screen's on way bright. Anyway, thank you, Bad Duck. I do like that. I had to cancel. Bring a happy face. I don't know anybody with happy faces. Maybe I do. T42 is gifted 10 memberships. Y'all need to thank T42 for that because yeah, I can't do it yet. Can't do it yet.
I like turtles.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm sexy and I know
it. Oh my gosh. Dragon Man, how you doing? Direxy, what's up? Grandkids Taxi. Dawn Emery, hello to all. Yvonne Mather, you know I love the name Yvonne. S Shine, how you doing, babe? Ooh, my Vols might have a chance to play your Ducks. We won't talk to each other for a day or two. I get it. That's cool. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. She Hunts, I hope you're having a good season. Johnny D, how you doing, bud? Rose, ID Crisis. Dude, oh my gosh. Okay, so ID Crisis. Tuesday, my computer crapped, dude, and I had to go to the Apple store. I actually took pictures from in the store. I was trying to send them to you. Anyway, dude, I gotta get a couple balls from you. Take pictures of your balls and stuff. Okay, guys, ID Crisis is an amazing artist. He is a what is the correct way to describe ID crisis? His for me, his claim to fame is what he does to these custom Harley Davidsons, and he does all the if you see someone's got just an awesome paint job on it, he's done it, and he's like Orange County choppers, but without the drama. And so at Christmas time, he paints Christmas balls, and they look absolutely awesome. And anyway, man, we got to talk because you're the only Apple buddy I got. But anyway, Haley Mouse, how you doing? Belinda Rogers, what's up? Kitty Kate, Wanda Perez, Connie B. I am so far behind all this, y'all. I'm going to just start speeding up here. Tiffany H is a new member. Awesome, Tiffany. I like the name Tiffany, too. Breakfast at Tiffany's is one of my favorite movies. Tiffany's is also the best thing Santa's ever had. Let me tell y'all what. That's crazy. Hey, let's go. What's happening? Hey, nice leg lamp. Hey, you know what? I was going to show this the other night. Where'd it go? I didn't have a chance to. Check this out. Look at this. I saw this. I was like, oh, man, I don't want to, but I had to because I knew you guys would love it. I knew you guys would absolutely love this. Check this out. Hallmark, baby. So, ooh, there we go. It's a big reward, huh? Big award. Big award. It's a big award. It's beautiful. It's like electric sex. Now look at this. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? Listen to it. It sounds like an old time lamp. That's the coolest thing. I love that. So this is not a Christmas ornament. This is a permanent edition here. But anyway. Oh, Wanda Perez with a super sticker. Where's the super sticker? I love super stickers. Hey, you. With your bear. Bad Deck says, thanks, let's go. Brandon should give 100 tips for Pixie Stick Challenge since experts don't drink. Oh. I could get Pixies. I got in trouble with Pixie Sticks before. Man, that just made my head tingle. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, what's up? Cat Ninja, how you doing? Zach, you're taking balls without Rosalind here? Talking balls? Wow. She has her own. Angie, how you doing? Kitty Cat, am I at the bottom yet? I'm not. Mary Placence. Well, that's a cool name. Placence. I love it. There's still no snow. Angie's been a member for 3 months. That's awesome. No, I'll tell you what. She seems. Dan. How you doing, man? I was talking about you the other day. So, Megan Fox had tweeted out about everybody in still suffering from the hurricane that hit Western North Carolina. And I said, there's someone in my chat. It's been 70 days now without power. And it's just like, it's awful. So we're trying to get the, I wouldn't know, Freckled Ginger. I wouldn't know. We're trying to get just word going, man. Trying to get word going. It's a slow process, but man, I'm sorry, brother. I hope you're doing well. Those of y'all that don't know, Dan's been without power since the hurricane hit at the end of September. Check DMs. I will. On Twitter? I don't see him. I don't have anything from you. ID crisis. Sorry, bud. All right, guys. So a lot's happened this week. You guys knew I wanted to do it. You guys knew I've been itching for this, right? I have in my possession. I have all this pulled up first. There we go. I want that to go down here. All right. So what we've got is the amended complaint. for the Hales lawsuit. Hey, CC Snuffer, what's happening? Redzilla, how are you? Rackle. Is that how you pronounce this? That's a cool name. Rackle. Rackle. I love it. Yeah, Dan spent like $4,000 on fuel so far, Let's Go, and nothing from FEMA. Is that not crazy? So we got. It's just, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I wish I, you know, man, that sucks, dude. Yeah, that's one of the things you don't think about. I mean, it's the apocalypse for Dan. It's the end of the world type thing. And you get hurt all of a sudden, it puts a lot of different stressors on people. Front jumper, what's happening? Ugly truckling. Mike, go, hey, what's up? Rogu Mama. Hey, 8675309 is Jenny. All right, so I gotta get into this, y'all, or we'll be here all night. You guys know that everybody's done this already, but everybody's done it with a lot of fluffery and a lot of added stuff to it, and I want to give it my complete attention. I'm going to read this as maturely as I can, but we're still going to have jokes and we're still going to have stuff in the chat. We got our great chatters here like Zach and Freckles and Bad Duck and T42 and just all you guys. I just heard everybody saw right there. You guys, we're going to, the chat will keep it lively, and we're just going to see what this has. We're going to do the facts. Okay, that's how I like to do it, and not going to do the. I'm not going to do funny voices or stuff like that. It's this is the moment a lot of people have been waiting for, and so I'm going to take it as seriously as I can. I haven't read it. I started to read it, and I'll tell you where I got down to. I got a few pages into here, and I'll stop when we get back to that spot, and I'll tell you guys why I stopped. So, without any further ado, listen, I love you guys. This is awesome. It is the middle of Christmas season. We're going to have a good time. Look, say prayers for whatever's happening in Syria right now. That's scary. That's terrifying what's happening. I'd never like turmoil in the Middle East. You don't like these vacuums, when they lose leadership. You don't know what you're going to get. It's the way things are. What? I truly accidentally put Santa's, then Christmas balls on my nail? Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me you got Santa Clauses that look like this? Rogu. And you wonder why you're Rogu. We got Velcro Cats here. He can't get enough of this. So let's see. Maybe. Oh, I'm on you, Velcro Cat. I'm on you. Let's do the different ways. Man, this is so bright. You see how bright it got on my face? Oh, that's not good at all. That's horrible. Velcro Cat, I'm coming after you. I think you're gonna have to. I know, buddy. I know you want to be up there, but I think we're gonna have to move you for a little bit. So scat. All right, there you go. And then you go over here. I don't like that either. Oh, I like that one. That was pretty good. We'll go there. Hey, you know what? Come on back, Velcro Cat. You can come on back. There he is. Good boy. All right, so have you guys found a better? Hey, Wanda Perez. Oh no, wait, no. Sorry, I just looked over. My chat had an update on the left. Angie, I feel like one. I feel like a ghost. I need to. Gotta go to the tanning bed. Wait, hold on. Where am I? All right. Plaintiff Jeremy Hales, hereinafter Hales, by 3 undersigned counsel, bringing this complaint against defendants. And by the way, I will skip a few things that, like, you won't need to know everybody's full first and last name and stuff like that. But it's Preston, Cook, Matzkin, and Weeks. And I don't think I really know who Weeks is. Hey, Winks, how you doing? I said Weeks, and then I saw Winks. I was like, hey. That sounded kind of weird. Hey, Karen Cooley, what's up? Glad you're here. Guys, please hit the like button. And please make sure that you're also subscribed because this is the time of year and everything gets desubscribed and all that other stuff. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Yeah, CJ, the depot, man, it's, I saw it's like 3 days worth of reading and stuff. I don't know. If I do any of that, it'll be like during the day or something. We'll see. We'll see how this goes first. All right. This is let's see, summary of the case. Yeah, I need to get my face out of there. Summary of the case. This is a case about the use of threats or extortion to compel Hales to behave in a certain manner in order to persuade Hales to provide Preston and Cook with benefits. 2, defamation per se was civil conspiracy for defamation per se against all defendants. And 3, tortious interference with advantageous business relationships with a civil conspiracy for tortious interference with advantageous business relationships against all defendants. Hey, clumsy clairvoyance, how are you doing? What happened to my head? My head's just fine. What happened to yours? What's going on? Huh? Santa Claus, man. Santa Claus. I got the dark side going. You know? Let's go, dude. Clumsy's great to see you, babe. Yo, Clumsy Clairvoyance. If Mom could put her link in there. If you need a tarot reading, she's the one. She's just a good person, y'all. Just a good person. You know how it is here on the tubes. We have a hard time finding good people, right? She gives my seal of approval. Don't lose that. Stacey O, he's elving around. I love it. All right, the party. So this is it's talking about like tortious interference with the contract. Basically, it's the if you have a relationship in a business, a third party can't come in and try to interfere with that relationship. Anyways, being a troll could end up with a financial liability if you can prove damages. So there's some new wig I was wearing to spice up the romance or something. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think this would. I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, Clumsy. You like Santa Claus, don't you? I don't know what you like, girl. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. All right. Anyway, it's a long story, y'all. It's funny. We've known each other for a long time. Hales is a resident of Summit County, Ohio. He's built his career around his passion through social media, including without limitation Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and other platforms, with a current YouTube subscription fan base of over 700,000 people across the world for his YouTube channel, What the Hales. People who subscribe to plaintiff's social media, I just lost my, where was it? Social media platforms often pay monthly fees to Hales for premium access to Hales social media platform, which is an open video diary of the Hales life. Hales social media platforms are where people are educated, equipped, and encouraged with a dash of humor on the side. I like that. Hales has expended and continues to expend substantial time, money, and resources into acquiring subscribers, providing ongoing programs, and maintaining relationships and goodwill with them. I can attest to all that. It's a fun job, but it's hard. It was it's like tonight. I was setting up the stream. And I went to go put a thumbnail up, and all the information I had plugged in had disappeared. I had to reprogram the stream. I had to set it back up. I was like, man, it's stuff like that. There eats up 30 minutes more of my time. I could be spending my wife. I could, she's hollering at me, say, hey, can you hold this ladder? And I'm like, no, I don't have time for it. She's like, please. I'm like, I just can't do it. And so she's like, all right. And like I hear her yelling. I'm like, can you be quiet? Gosh, like she's falling or something. I don't know. Anyway. So your defendant, Preston, was residing in Levy County since 2021. His Florida resident has been a frequent viewer of the Hale social media platform since at least 2020. Defendant Cook is a resident of Levy County, Florida since October 21. Today in the same property as Preston, and as such is a Florida resident. So they're trying to establish residency for jurisdiction. Sorry. Defendant Bruce. Is this the Bubbles guy? Is that who that is? I don't know who he is. The resident of Massachusetts, licensed to practice law in that state, and a frequent participant in many social media platforms, including giving interviews freely and requesting to be interviewed to a great many channels on YouTube as a media figure. Defendant Weeks is a resident of Florida who is a host and or operator of a YouTube channel called Two Leads in a Pod. That who that is? I don't know who they are either. I don't know who these people are. Isn't that great? I really don't. Let's see. I'm just checking out this chat real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And other social media platforms, including without limitations, Instagram, Twitch, Discord, and TikTok. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has jurisdiction over this matter. Venue is proper under this matter. The genesis and a background of defendant's misconduct. I like that word, genesis. I would take that. I would be like, ooh. I've not seen that in a legal thing before. Preston at all times prior to 2020 was a viewer of What the Hales on or about May 18th, 20. Preston started her own YouTube channel. In December of 20, Preston learned through watching the Hales that they purchased land for part-time operations, a social media platform in Otter Creek, Florida. Preston saw this as a golden opportunity in order to take advantage of Hale's generosity, demonstrated through his social media platforms. Accordingly, Preston came up with an idea how she will get money from Hales, and the idea is to move her residence to be as close to Hales as possible in Otter Creek. Preston has confirmed in a discussion with Jamie Star Johnson. Who is Jamie Johnson? Iron Rabbit, thank you so much for the memberships. I'm on the wrong thing. Can't click the thing. Thank you so much, Iron Rabbit. And guys, remember, it's all about having fun, loving your neighbor, and just a few tossed in now and again. So, let's see. Miss anything else? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, don't. Yeah, guys, don't contact anybody. If you guys are using my stuff as a springboard to like go, I mean, that's dumb. Don't do that. I love everybody. I hope they all come to mediation and realize that they share the same biscuit recipe. That's my goal. Wouldn't it be nice? Clean water, clean air, free electricity. The benefits of nuclear energy. So this is a golden opportunity. Let's see. Accordingly, the president came up with the idea of how she will get money from the Hales. And all this has to be proven in court. Just remember that. That the idea is to move her residence to be as close to the Hales as possible in Otter Creek. President confirmed his discussion with Johnson. That's right. Preston and Cook reside together in Northport, Sarasota. Oh, Sarasota is an expensive place. It's probably where like Lesko hangs out. What's happening? On or about 2021, President drove from Northport, Florida, to a vacant lot across from the Hales property. Hereinafter, the vacant lot property across the road. Taking a fan pic with Jamie Starr Johnson. I don't know who that is. Sounds like a adult name. But the entrance wait, where'd I go? I messed that up. Johnson Hales property. Green Veggie Beast. Thank you for the super chat. Warning, one of the lawyers needs help getting dressed. He keeps putting his pants on his head and his hat on his balls. Someone gave Viagra. He grew. Well, this lawyer doesn't wear pants, so hey! Thank you, Veggie Beast. But either way, be sure to eat your veggies. Like Hulk Hogan always said, say your prayers, take your vitamins, eat your veggies. See here. Taking a fan picture with Jamie Starr and entrance to the Hales property where his drive-through sign was publicly known to be located. Posting this fan pic in her social media, Preston falsely said, 1, she had bought the vacant lot, and 2, Hales was now her new neighbor. See Exhibit 1. On the same July 21 visit, President asked Hales if he could help remove a tree from a vacant lot. Okay, so she goes down there, she takes a picture, and then sees him. Hey, could you help me move this tree? That's interesting. Remove a tree from a vacant lot across the road, which she did not even own. Hales, not knowing the president was lying. That's a big word to use. And believing her lies that she was the owner of the vacant lot across the road, which she did not even own in July. Personally used this tractor to move the tree from the vacant lot across the road, which she did not even own in July. On about July 21, President Cook listed their Northport, Florida house for sale. On about October 8, 21, President Cook bought the same vacant lot across the street from Hales property that she visited in July. So she wasn't there from July to October? That's weird. It's like, hey, will you help me move this tree? Yeah, sure. And then it's like, never saw that girl again. So, hey, let's go, Brandon. Congratulations to becoming a member. I have a squirrel for my members. I was playing with it earlier. Let's see here. Between December 21 and February 23, both Preston and Cook created multiple local Levy County Facebook pages asking for donations to Preston's It's a Shell thing. Tortoise Rescue, not open to the public. I've always thought that was weird for a nonprofit like that to not be open to the public, right? December 21 and February 23, Preston made it clear that she was a fan of Hales and would on occasion ask Hales for free merchandise, stating that she needed the money to pay her bills. That's very interesting. In February of 23, Hales relented to the constant request from Preston and gave her 2 Leap Pads, which are kid-friendly tablets. On about the 15th of 23, Preston asked Hales if she could attend a free paid meet and greet. Oh, she went up to him after the day after Valentine's. She's like, "Hey, Cupid, how you doing?" Asked Hales if she could attend. Green Veggie Beast with the explanation, "I used to own an iguana, hence the screen name. I am not, nor have I ever been a vegetarian. I'm a member of PETA, people eating tasty animals." That's awesome. That really is awesome. The iguana thing's weird to me. Weird because I used to just see people that they'd have pet iguanas. Then all of a sudden, Python Cowboy showed up in my algorithm one day, and that guy's like talks about how iguanas are such a nuisance to Florida now. It's crazy.
I don't care. I have anxiety over the roof.
Did you ever figure out Discord? Let's see here. So I had the meet and greet live event Hales was having in Levy County with many of his fans and supporters visiting the site from around the world. She asked Hales if she could attend for free a paid meet and greet live event that Hales was having in Levy County for his fans. So I had Dollywood. It's coming, and let's go hang out in Dollywood because it's right over there. And so I understand this. This is as a content creator, you're really putting yourself on the line in all sorts of ways. It's very scary. It's a very scary time. And speaking of scary, Bad Duck was drinking a martini, and the waitress screamed, "Does anyone know CPR?" I yelled, "I know the entire alphabet." And we all laughed and laughed, except for one person. What beeping? Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Duck. He's in the quack. Let's see here. So he said yes. Jeremy said yes, you can come free of charge. So that's another problem. You can't do that. It's because you get in trouble. Oh no, man! I turned all mine off. I don't get any notifications. That's what you gotta do. You go in there, you turn off all the notifications. Let's see here. So Hale said yes, and then on February 20th to 23, Preston asked Hales if she could bring her own donation box for the fans of Hales to the paid meet and greet live event. No, you can't do that because it's a paid thing, and you're asking for donations. I mean, that's I think it's weird that people don't see where that's wrong. Being denied, let's see, extortion and blackmail begins. Being denied further access to pecuniary advantages they would have if permitted to solicit donations from Hale's fan base. Preston and Cook maliciously began threatening to do injury to Hale's reputation with intent thereby to extort a pecuniary advantages for themselves. Preston and Cook immediately began publishing defamatory statements about Hales on their various social media platforms. In May of 23, for example, Preston stated on her social media that she watched Jeremy Hales videos till recently, and Jeremy Hales only thinks about the size of his junk. Hey, Shenny, how you doing? You can take junk to the dump. You don't have it anymore. In May, Hales went to Ohio with the intention to remain there until fall, only returning occasionally for town hall meetings, which occur monthly. In May of 23, when Hales returned from Ohio for a town hall meeting, Cook pulled a gun on Hales as Hales was driving by the public roadway to enter Hales' own property, trespassed in his truck onto Hales' property with a gun, and when Hales confronted him and requested him to leave, Cook told Hales that if he moves one step further, he will see something go bang, and maliciously threatened to do injury to Hales' reputation with intent thereby to extort a pecuniary advantage, and accordingly publicly stated falsely on Facebook that Hales' fiancée had oral sex with him, and he has photographs to prove it. Like, there's a... You couldn't do this without opinion. Couldn't do it without opinion. After Hales left Florida to go back to Ohio in May, President wrote many double-sided road signs and placed them around the roads surrounding Hales' property in Levy County, Florida. These signs falsely stated, this is where I stopped. This is where I read these signs, and I was like, oh my gosh. Are you serious? Really? So... Now, here's the thing. I was talking to White Rabbit about this. She's like, well, I mean, like, what does this mean? I was like, well, it means that this is going to a sworn legal document. So this is, you can get in trouble if this didn't happen. Like, if Jeremy is like, if he were making this up to sue, which I'm sure that somebody is trying to say he is, you get in a lot of trouble for this. I was like, these are facts of a case. These have been accepted by federal court. They're going to be tried on. There's going to be a federal suit tried upon this. You don't mess around with those things. It's like, you put this in your complaint. It happened. And it hit me differently this time because I've heard it before and everything. But it hit me differently seeing it just that day. It just, something just clicked, you know, because I read things differently than I listen or anything else. It's just absolutely amazing. Hey, Texas Jen, how you doing? Texas Jen, you need to go up to New Jersey and see Lesko. Teach him how to wrangle rattlesnakes. Jeremy Hales raped my daughter. Jeremy Hales has to go. What the hell? Jeremy Hales, Ohio rapist. No Ohio rapist in Levy County. Stop Jeremy Hales. Jeremy Hales needs to go. No child rapist in Levy County. Stop Jeremy Hales, no rapist in Levy County. You know, this is where we have a difference. I have the problem of like trying to figure out how you come up with the idea that this is a good idea. This will get them. This will be great. And then I'm going to go through the effort of making these signs and posting them. And I'm just going to post them like it's a Sunday afternoon, not a care in the world, all over town. On about May 23 of 23, Hales hired an attorney who sent a cease and desist letter to Cook, which stated, inter alia, your unlawful defamatory statements directed to Jeremy Hales on social media platform constitutes libel under Florida law. Cease and desist publishing all defamatory statements. It has come to our attention that you posted defamatory statements regarding Jeremy Hales on various web pages, including but not limited to Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors, Otter Creek Politics, the Heart of Otter Creek, is a shell thing incorporated, as well as other social media platforms. We demand that all immediately cease and desist your unlawful defamation of Jeremy Hales, Martha George, and the Hales, and all the other variations, including all misspellings. I love that. Misspellings and euphemisms, such as the YouTubers, neighbors, etc. B, immediately remove and delete all postings relating to Mr. Hales and his interests. And C, that you provide us with a written assurance within 10 days that you will cease and desist from further libel direction on our client. That's ballsy right there, man. You will do a written assurance. That is awesome. Michael Dean, he had a handwriting expert confused. It was her that wrote the signs. I do not know what that means. To clarify. Was white and annoying at breakfast. An avalanche. Oh, jeez. Hey, speaking of, supposedly Jeremy Renner's doing better. Do people butt in before or after losing suction on the docking? I think after. I think that's after. Hey, Max Lab, what's up? All right, let's see here. On about the 28th, Preston posted on her social media that, one, I'm going to stand tall and not let Jeremy Hales hurt me ever again. Hurt me? She will put a cap in the ass of anyone who messes with her. And I'm done with it. You met your match, Mr. Hales. You know, this is what's scary. Someone who doesn't have anything to lose. There's nothing to lose. Despite knowing the falsity of their statements, Preston and Cook used their defamatory statements to persuade Hales customers to stop supporting Hales. As alternative, Preston wrote on Facebook, I'll say it here for all Hales fans to see. If you are so damn worried about me being abused and my little girl possibly being abused, which she's not, put your freaking money where your mouth is and pay Cook $65,000 so he can walk away and leave me in peace. What? Yeah, that's where I saw Shenny. I saw the mayor of Kingstown back on. That's what got me thinking about that. Gaming the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales. Oh, I love this language. Gaming the malicious conspiracy. I mean, that just sounds like a name of an awesome movie or something. On June 19th, 23, President wrote to Miss Shara Wolf, a freelance photojournalist at Freedom Public Press here in Amsterdam, Miss Wolf, encouraging Miss Wolf to cover her story and stated, last night's video was so full of lies and bullshit. I'm so glad you decided to take this, and I know it's going to take time to build it, and that's okay because I want to be able to sue him, Shara, and I want to be able to win. And June 27th, I mean, really, all this is because he said no to a donation box. I mean, that's the hard thing to fathom, you know? That's just so. Yeah, what do they call bath salts down there? Diane, it's something. It's not just bath salts. Okay. She said we need to expose Hales and go. He needs to go under. I want to see him off YouTube permanently. July 23, Hales announced that he'd be filing for an injunction against Preston and Cook in his home state of Ohio. On July 2nd, 23, Preston said to Wolf, I need to sue this son of a bitch. I have no clue what jacked his brain and made him come after me, except that one, George, his girlfriend, was on our property, or Martha, and I made her leave because she told me I should give the baby up for adoption. On June 5th of 23, Preston admitted that Cook had falsely stated on Facebook that Hale's girlfriend had cancer in her ass. Regarding this, Preston told Miss Wolf, I can't tell John anything. Read his page. It's nasty. I made him take down the stuff that he wrote about Jeremy's girlfriend having cancer again in her ass. And that I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. It's just, I mean, that is so playground. That is, I feel like I'm in the 5th grade. Yeah, it is wild, Mike. So Major downstairs cancer house he wrote was disgusting. I told him that he needed to take it down. And then Preston provided Miss Wolf with the now expired link to the Facebook group where Cook made false statements. On July 23, Cook told Miss Wolf, well, it sounds like we got rid of Martha. She doesn't want to come back now. We just got to get rid of him. This is why we got to finish on July 30 to 31. Cook told Miss Wolf, this is why we got to finish the job on Jeremy. Just because he gets arrested doesn't mean we stop nailing into a cross. Is that legal? Can we really do that, though? All these types you find like this put themselves on a pedestal. Real AH. You know how he's bragging on how he can't believe God gave him so much wealth. Well, he better watch it because God giveth and he can also taketh. He better watch it because now he's creating a bunch of ops that will go against him. Look to me, the party already has begun. Lots of people now dropping him like a hot potato. Boy's mouth is so dangerous, and this type of talk causes people to get hurt or gets him hurt. Hey, Volstorm. Hey, Volstorm, what's up, bud? Sorry, guys. I'm just reading some of the things y'all say in the chat. There's some things you guys are saying that I can't say. Remember, anything is speculation. And we're not going to... oh, wait, hold on. Something just happened up here. Something came down in the chat. Hey, Christine, what's up? I'm not blocking you, let's go. All right, cool. On August 8th, Cook said, I'm not worried about him. There's an old saying, the older you get, the more life imprisonment doesn't mean shit. Oh, jeez. 22nd, August 22nd, Preston. Well, this isn't the way I've heard this joke before. Bad dad. What do you got 100 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? A horrible boating accident. Hey, now. My mama taught me how to swim. Actually, she did. My mom doesn't swim. She can, I think, but she never liked it. Oh, is that what popped up over here? Did Shizzy come in? Oh, cool. Hey, what's up, guys? A massive freedom stick recovery effort? I don't know. All right, I'm going to keep doing this. I don't want to get distracted. On August 22nd, 23, Preston forwarded a website to Miss Wolf. The website is titled Jeremy Hales of What the Hells goes on a homophobic tirade, fake man. And forwarding that link to Miss Wolf, Preston said the gay community is not happy. Boy, she's in every community, aren't they? The same day, Preston wrote an email to Mayor of Peninsula, Ohio. I wonder who that is. Where Hales is a permanent resident. In this email, Preston makes false statements about Hales. This man has bullied our town clerk into a stroke. He bullied and belittled and humiliated me, destroyed my tortoise rescue with total lies, called CPS with false allegations 7 times, all because I ran for a seat and he thought I might get it over there. Get it over Therese Granger. I can't talk anymore. Who at the time I thought was my friend, and I'm speaking in terms with Jeremy regarding his communication. Preston told Miss Wolf, this video shows the true Jeremy Hales, the one he edits out and hides. He's stalking my family, my child, and bullying and harassing me by belittling me and lying about me to everyone because I ran with Teresa Granger I ran with? Is that how you say that? I ran against? For a seat on the board. Hales calls names and bullies people, abuses people for financial gain. And you thought it was funny. He's not funny. His ex-wife and children didn't think he was funny. No one here thinks he's funny. Causing our town clerk to have a stroke was not funny. I was not laughing at any of that. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Wednesday, thank you. It's I couldn't find. I got 2 others. I couldn't find them. Hey, Debbie Webb. I love that. What's that? It's like we just saw Good Morning Vietnam. It's like what's he doing? I believe it's called comedy, sir. Comedy's supposed to be funny. That's not funny. I know funny. Okay, after a full hearing, Preston and Cook president in September 23. An Ohio court issued a 2-year renewable restraining order injunction against Preston and Cook for stalking Hales and his fiance. To date, this has not stopped Preston and Cook from continuing their illegal acts against Hales. Rather than seize Preston, for example, has demanded that Hales provide her with a list of names and contact information of all of his donors. So, if you've given a super chat, she wants that. I don't know. I've given them. So. Preston, in furtherance of her pursuit of Miss Wolf as a journalist and cover story, made the following statement to Miss Wolf about Hales. Thank you for all you're doing. I mean that with all my heart. Helping me stop him and get a case against him is going to be the greatest thing on earth for me. I want to sue him, and I hope to God he settles out of court and gives me enough to finish my house, pay off my stuff, and get my ex-husband, Cook, living somewhere else. Amen to all of that. All right. Now, this is only on 12. This is the most I've learned. Okay, let me rephrase this. I have said since the beginning, I wish I had a outline, like a timeline. And this is great for me to understand everything. But hold on a second here real quick. Bad Duck says, what do you get when you combine a rhetorical question and a joke? Oh no, dude. You didn't put down the punchline. Right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Matzkin initiates contact with Preston and joins the conspiracy. In early 24, Matzkin initiated contact with Preston by reaching out to her on Preston's Facebook Messenger. Early 24 is when I found him, too. As a result, Matzkin decided to join Preston and Cook's plan to take down Hales. Yeah, that's when I found him. When I'm only on page 12. Bad duck. I'm going to get through this before I can reread it. Right? You're talking about the document? Let's see here. Sorry. March, to begin, Matzkin, on about March 11, 24, sent a letter out to many YouTube channels soliciting coverage for himself and connecting this to Jeremy Hale, stating, I've seen this, haven't I? From Bruce Matzkin on Monday, July 11, 2024, subject to judicial misconduct and cover-up. I've been catching up on what the Hales saga. As a 27-year lawyer, I have some thoughts if you're interested. Nope. End of sentence. Okay, this is how I would read it. This was sent to me. This comes across my desk, right? It's been a long time since I've sat at a desk somewhere. But it's like stuff would come to me and I'd send it on up if I thought it was good. If it wasn't, I'd put it over in the double check later file. I've been catching up on what the hell saga. As a 27-year lawyer, I have some thoughts if you're interested. I'm not at all. I don't have time for this. Bye. That's exactly how that would have gone. I also have some questions that I would love to ask. People in hell would love ice water. Bye. If you're willing to understand the origins of the Hales-Lynette War, don't need to. I have myself filed complaints against judges in the past. Oh, troublemaker. And ran a lot of op-eds. The New Haven Register, Connecticut Law Tribune. Easy to find with Google searching my name. I don't know what those things are. But have you heard of me? I have a story of a Connecticut judge who allowed two lawyers to engage in open conflict. And when the conflict was reported in a bar complaint, it was whitewashed to protect the lawyers and judge. Wait, what does that have to do with the Hales? See, this is where we're at the beginning of this. I have some thoughts if you're interested. No. Guys, this is exactly how I used to read stuff. This is exactly how I used to read it. It's all part of a scheme to steal a macaroni and cheese restaurant, LLC, at a market created by its founder. What? Very entertaining stuff, I assure you. No, it's not. It never is. Here's a link to a short op-ed that discusses the conflict and cover-up in the context of comparing that to a current ongoing disciplinary proceeding against me. What? Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Discuss the conflict and cover-up in the context of comparing that to show the dichotomy of cover-up, conjure-up. Cover-up, conjure-up. Cover-up, conjure-up. Boy, that's something, isn't it? Those are conflicting words. You can't cover something up and then conjure something up. And the lawyer disciplinary proceedings in Connecticut for powerful lawyers and judges, misconduct is covered up. For powerless solo lawyers, misconduct is conjured up so they can make their numbers. Who are you to what? If interested, again, see earlier, I'm not. I have a much more detailed written article about the conflict cover-up, which I can share with you. It has not been published yet. I'm not going to edit your work. Every fact I state in the op-ed in the longer piece is documented in court transcripts and filings. Good for you, Nancy. Once this story is reported, get picked up, it has legs. It just needs to get busted out by the appropriate source, such as yourself. Oh my gosh, dude, I get stuff like this all the time. It's like, oh, would you like to try our product? As a content creator, we think you may make the market, and we have great product. We just need to sell it to you, and then you write a positive review about it, and it's a on the ground floor opportunity. Hey, Silver Fox, what's up? Holy cow. The judge's conduct can and should result in serious consequences, especially given that it was not known when she was confirmed to the federal bench. If it were, she likely would not have won confirmation. Thanks, and please let me know if you'd like to speak. Wait a second. I've been catching up on What the Hell saga. I have some thoughts if you're interested. I also have some questions I'd love to ask if you're willing to understand the origins of the Hales Land War. I have myself filed complaints against judges. So it's one paragraph. That's weird, man. Somebody whose brain thinks that way? That's just odd. That guy's... It's like something that smells like patchouli. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And it was about this time that Matzkin initiated contact with Preston and thereafter wrote the initial motions to dismiss in this lawsuit that were later denied. However, they were filed pro se by Preston and Cook. Trying to still stay hidden, Matzkin wrote to that umbrella guy, popular YouTube host, on legal issues, seeking to promote himself, and stated a serious question. Why are you and DUI Guy and Megan Fox and Legal Vices and Legally Live and MG Law all doing the exact thing? Man, that's awesome. I didn't get named. And none of you have even one person on your webcast to offer a different perspective. It's my channel. Blow. Such as a lawyer who can engage in actual legal analysis. It's all the same. Watching the videos of hearings, making silly jokes to pander to all the Hales fans. I know I was there. There were silly jokes, okay? To pander to all the Hales fans, not ever acknowledging anything negative with respect to Hales. Let's see. Let's go. It says, what's the difference between a lawyer and a substitute? Both can keep their mouth shut, but one stops screwing you when you're dead most of the time. Oh, hey, man, death is just the beginning. You get probate court then. Those are the fun times. I hate that stuff. I hate that stuff. Megan Fox's original PJ Media article is so inaccurate. Frank Otter is smelling burnt toast. Somebody get him some butter. Original PJ Media article is so inaccurate about the legal issues. Amazingly. But wait a second. She wrote that before he came about. Remember? Even lawyers like Larry Foreman say the same nonsense. Either the Sixth Amendment or Fourth Amendment apply to the case before Judge whatever his name is. All the YouTube coverage started from that. How and why did Megan decide to write that piece? How much of this is orchestrated by Hales for content? In my opinion, all it will take to completely turn the tables is a competent lawyer willing to represent Preston in federal court, where she can bring counterclaims that would be much stronger than the claims Hales brought. Wait, didn't she have a lawyer in the circuit court? Oh my gosh. Becky, look at this
guy. Fox. Thank you.
Touchdown. Paper? Unbreaded.
Let's go. Brandon is unbreaded with 50 memberships. Thank you. Let's go. We're getting that Discord all torn up. It's going to go to there's a Discord link if you're a new member. So in the members tab, if the link is not updated, I will update it after this show. Let's go. I'd love for you to hang out with us, man. I think you and I would share a lot of interesting stories. Thank you, Let's Go. Appreciate you, bud. I love memberships on what's normally a member stream. Whoops. I'll make it up to everybody. But let's see here. Wait, what's this? Did I miss this? Wait, did I miss Wendy Bono? Oh, I did. Hey, expert, how you doing? Sorry, late. Wendy, I'm so sorry I missed that. I'm so sorry. How are you doing? We're having a good time. We are trying to fill everything out here. Does that make sense? Let me know if you want to set your coverage apart by having a serious lawyer. I love this. A serious lawyer. That's a serious. Hey, Kentucky Blue. A serious lawyer discuss the many issues not being discussed. This is you don't go to YouTube for serious lawyers. I mean, you don't. He has no jurisdiction in Florida. He doesn't know heads from tails. You know. He's as much of a lawyer in Florida as Jeremy is or Lynette is. I mean, I hate people who do this. They act like they know everything. It's like, no, you don't. It's just, you gotta go back. Hey, Bruce Memorial, what's up? Yeah, it's, I don't know, man. I don't have any good lawyer stories to tell right now. I wish I did. All right. After sending his email, Matzkin said publicly that his goal is to create a what the hell's media ecosystem. So that's so weird. Why? That's don't get involved. Don't get involved in drama. Matzkin has published to a third party the following false statements. Jeremy Hales gave me a nickname with an anti-Semitic tinge. Jeremy Hale's storyline involving the neighbors, his clients, are fake. Fox and that umbrella guy profit from Hale's cyber stalking under the guise of journalism. Jeremy Hales is a public stalker of private victims. That's reaching. Jeremy Hales has fabricated storylines using innocent, powerless people's lives to sell as entertainment for profit. So, do they have a financial relationship? I mean, is there a contract signed to represent? I don't know. I gotta stop thinking and keep reading. I apologize, y'all. Weeks joins the conspiracy. Now Weeks is y'all. So what was that? The Peapod. The Peapod. You know what? Sometimes I like Peapods and sometimes I don't. You know, it's like it's kind of cool because they're flat and crunchy, but you know, sometimes they got that like stringy part. I don't know. Pea pods though, man. I think I want some Chinese food. There After Weeks was chosen by Preston to be Preston's podcast as part of the Anti What the Hales. She stayed on YouTube in October of 24. That's the bottom line right there. Yeah, ladies and gents, that all that's gone on. Every last bit of defamatory signs about Jeremy Hales were created for content harassing, destroying someone's life. Jeremy Hales tortured Preston for content for a year and a half, and he almost had her child taken away from her. Tried to. He did all this crap. Well, it's hard to read this. He did all this crap when the damn story would have been Otter Creek. He could have just stuck with that, but he took advantage of someone whom he thought was weak, and he did it all himself. Jeremy Hales wrote the signs that stated he raped a minor child and committed forgery in doing so. So, hey, Rosie, what's up? So you got what makes you say that as factual? You know? Are you just saying that to say it? Or are you saying it because that's a fact? Who told you that? I think it's getting hot. Sorry, y'all. Can you handle my messed up hair? Is that cool? God, I look like a kid. I am a kid. All right, since what was that? August 4th of 24 weeks has made 87 YouTube video publications on our YouTube channel, which are one part of the Anti-What the Hales ecosystem, and two, replete with further defamatory statements about Jeremy Hales. The URLs of the 87. Oh, wow, that's a lot of them. Well, that gets us through a couple pages real quick. 3, 4, 5 pages. The screenshots, part of it is are below. Oh, they really, wow. Oh, wow, look at that. That looks like Cindy Crawford right there. Cindy Crawford, man. This is boring. Can you imagine having to read every one of those? I'd rather be doing YouTube stuff, having fun, making entertainment, having a great chat where we can all hang out. Oh, hey, Rosalind, I'm reading the, I'm not on. This isn't the deposition. This is the complaint. Okay, everybody else did depositions. I'm doing the complaint. I'm going to do the legal. I'm going to do what brought it into court. The new complaint. This is what's going to be lighting the fire underneath Heine's, if you know what I mean. In every recent publication, Weeks stated that she has received information about the deposition in the lawsuit of Jeremy Hales. The information was supplied to her by Matzkin. Matzkin made the following false statements publicly via YouTube on July 17, 24. Hales is a homophobe who's going around on video, threatening people and calling them such names. Hales is a psychopath douchebag. What makes a douchebag a psychopath? Isn't that an inanimate object? You would think that he could come up with more articulated put downs for 27 years in court. Jeremy Hales' mission is to come up with 45 minutes of vitriol and name calling and defamation and incitement of people whom he knows, who he knows, love him, and do whatever he wants or feel or believe whatever he tells them to. And he uses that power and that platform to literally co-opt lives, I think maybe corrupt lives of private people and cause them nothing but harassment and threats and terror and strangers, invading their place and their space and their lives, man. This justice will not stand. Hey man, I got a drink here. I'll have a Caucasian. What does it sound like, the Big Lebowski? That's all I can think of. Jeremy Hales has no proof that Preston wrote the defamatory signs about him. Jeremy Hales said Preston should experience being raped. Jeremy Hales accused Preston's grandson of being a pedophile and a homosexual. That too. Gosh, man. Matzkin wrote the following false statements via email. What the hell is destroying the lives of helpless people? Using a virtual mom who sent menacing and threatening messages to Preston every day and have caused her life to be consumed with CPS reports from anonymous fans. As a direct result of defendant's misconduct, Hales has incurred damages. Injury to Hales' goodwill and reputation. In addition, Hales suffered injury and harm to his reputation. He has injured costs associated with extensive efforts to mitigate against such injury and harm. Preston's and Cook's pattern of criminal conduct. Holy cow. Hey, Riggs Clicks, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Preston and Cook's acts violated Florida's extortion statute, which makes it a felony to maliciously threaten to accuse another of a crime or offense with the intent to extort money or pecuniary advantage under Florida statute subsection 836.05. Preston's and Cook's acts constitute predicate acts under Florida's RICO statute and are evidence of Preston's and Cook's pattern of continuing criminal activity. Preston and Cook's acts violate Florida statute subsection 836.05 by maliciously threatening to injure Hales with the intent to extort money or gain any pecuniary advantages whatsoever, and or to do any act or refrain from doing any act against his will. Preston and Cook's acts constituted at least two distinct criminal acts in violation of Florida statute subsection 836.05. I need to look this up. Florida statute subsection 836.05 prohibits utterances or communications which constitute malicious threats to do injury to another person's reputation or property. Caricart v. State, 384 Southern, 2nd edition, 1261, 1263, Florida, 1980. As relevant here, Florida law makes it unlawful for any person, through a pattern of criminal activity, to acquire or maintain directly or indirectly any interest in or control of any enterprise or real property, or for any person employed by or associated with any enterprise to conduct or participate directly or indirectly in such enterprise through a pattern of criminal activity. You can't use false pretenses to make an economic advantage over another. Florida statute subsection 772.103. Let's go. Brandon says, before you focus on primarily being an agent provocateur, you did some legal stuff. Why would you just kick open every door possible? Retron? Why would you just kick open every door possible pre-trial? Shotgun blast, man. You throw everything out there so something sticks. The thing of the law is more like a nuclear bomb than a sniper. It's the sniping comes in with the use of a pen. A A pen is to a lawyer what a paintbrush is to an artist. So that's why you would kick open everything, turn over every rock, kick open every door, spill every beer until you find something. Sometimes you find stuff that you want to find. You know what's a good example of it is the my gosh, I'd have to go back and get it to Roberts in his decision on healthcare, saying that it was a tax and that therefore it was legal. It was legally passed. It was a statute. If I believe it, he brought it up that said that it was a tax is why Congress has the authority to do healthcare mandate. But I don't think that was brought up in the complaint. So I think that ruling in and of itself should never have been ruled upon. But the Supreme Court doesn't have a Supreme Court. Does that make sense? Spill the tea, not the beer. I like that. Don't spill the beer. All right, let's see here. You can't get advantage, but you cannot take advantage of another one by criminal misconduct. Count one, defamation per se. Preston Hales incorporates paragraphs 1 through 64 as if fully set forth below. This is an action for damages against Preston that exceeds $75,000 for defamation per se. This is part of standing for federal court. You have to be over $75,000 and you have to have diversity of jurisdiction. Or it has to be a federal question, meaning a constitutional issue or federal statute that's being brought. Or it's a lawsuit between two states. Preston orally and in... Where's Bad Duck at? I know he heard it right there. He heard that one. There you go, Bad Duck. That's for you. And in writing, published false statements about Hales and to third parties. The false statements were calculated to defame or diminish the reputation of Hales in his immediate community and within his capacity. The false statements were made with knowledge or their falsity or with reckless disregard as to their veracity. The false statements impute to the plaintiff's behavior or characteristics that are incompatible with the proper conduct of his business, profession, and office. The false statements also impute the plaintiff to the commission of a crime. As a result of defamatory publications, Hales has suffered general damages. Wherefore, it is prayed that his honorable court enter judgment for damages, costs, prejudgment interest, and any other such relief as might be appropriate. Now, this count two. That was just Preston. We're getting down to the money right here. I see you, Duck. Count two, defamation. This is for Cook. Hales incorporates paragraphs 164 as fully set forth below. It is an action for damages against Cook for $75,000, over $75,000. Cook orally and in writing published false statements about Hales to third parties. False statements were calculated to defame or diminish the reputation of Hales. False statements were made in knowledge of falsity with the reckless disregard of their veracity. This is the exact same thing that was for Preston. As a result of defamatory publication, Hales has suffered general damages. It's preyed upon the honorable court for judgment, damages, costs, pretrial interest, and any other such relief. Count three, Civil Remedies for Criminal Practices Act. Preston, I am not familiar with Civil Remedies for Criminal Practices Act. Did I know that? It's an action for damages. In two distinct instances separated in time, Preston extorted Hales within the meaning of Florida Statute 83605. It prohibits anyone from using written communication to maliciously threaten injury to the property of another with intent to extort money or pecuniary advantage whatsoever, or with intent to compel the person to so threatened or any other person to do any act or refrain from doing any act against his or her will. And by the way, that's language there I didn't pick up the first time. It's with the intent, okay, which is that's an important part of mental culpability. It's the most, it's the highest level of mental culpability. The intent to compel the person so threatened or with any other person to do an act or refrain from doing an act. And that right there, that's in a lot of legislation, a lot of criminal legislation. And you'll see that compel to do or compel not to do. I remember it's like when you first learning about it, compel not to do, like what does that mean and stuff. Well, you have to remember, you are an American. You have freedoms. And you cannot be compelled to not do something. Someone cannot make you do. If you want to do something, you should be able to do it as long as you don't violate the rights of others. So, it's a very important distinction of the law. At least it is for me. It's a freedom mandate. Preston's conduct, among other things, constitute a pattern of criminal activity in violation of Florida statute subsection 772.1034 by constituting constitute. Why am I having a hard time with that word? Constituting. I'm skipping it. I have a dry mouth. An endeavor to violate any of the provisions of the statute, namely Florida statute subsection 772.1033, which prohibits any person from participating in an extortion enterprise through a pattern of criminal activity. The ongoing pattern of criminal conduct constitutes a continuing threat of illegal conduct persisting into the future, meaning that their previous actions are a tell of what their future actions will be like. Is your wife making you go? That man, that's different. That's called wife law. Wife law, man. It's like bird law. It's a specialty all of its own. Wherefore, Hales respectfully requests that the court enter judgment in its favor and award the following relief: actual damages in an amount to be established at trial, statutory damages, attorney's fees, and costs incurred in the prosecution of this action, and such other and further relief in the court may be deemed appropriate in the circumstances. Count 4. Man, how many more pages are there? What are we on now? I don't even know anymore. 36. 10 pages. About 9, really. Hales incorporates all the statutes. This is going to be the same thing as the last one. Everything's the same, just it's Cook instead of Hales. So we're just going to go through this because my throat's starting to wear out right back here. All right, this is all new to me. Count 5, defamation, Matzkin. Hales incorporates paragraphs 1 through 64 as if fully set forth below. Damages against Matzkin exceeds $75,000 for defamation per se. Oh, yeah, this is... Sorry, I just had a thought about something. I think I got it figured out. I think it works out. Matzkin orally and in writing published false statements about Hales to third parties. The false statements were calculated to defame or diminish the reputation of Hales' immediate community and within his capacity. The false statements are made in knowledge of their falsity or reckless disregard to the veracity. The false statements impute to the plaintiff's behavior or characteristics that are incorporated in the proper conduct of his business, profession, and office. The false statements also impute the plaintiff the commission of a crime. As a result of the defamatory publications, Hales has suffered general damages. Wherefore, it is prayed that the honorable court enter judgment for damages, costs, judgments, interest, and any other such relief might be appropriate. Weeks, let's see here. This is 1/364, over $75,000, orally, writing, published, third parties. The false statements were calculated to defame or diminish the reputation of Hales. False statements were made with knowledge, falsity, regard, or veracity. False statements impute to the plaintiff's behavior characteristics that are incompatible with the proper conduct of his business, profession, and office. So it's all the same. Count 7, tortious interference with advantageous business relationships. Preston. Exceeds $75,000. 1/64 applies. Hales maintains valid and enforceable contracts and business relationships with his customers. Preston is knowledgeable of the contractual and business relationship between Hales and his customers. Despite knowledge of the customer's contractual and business relationship with Hales, Preston intentionally and without valid justification interferes with such relationship. Hales is damaged by Preston's unlawful conduct by losing revenue streams that otherwise would remain with Hales absent Preston's interference with Hales' valid contractual relationship. Oh man, that's good. That's good. So here's what my thing. What the Hales is not everything. YouTube is not everything. Jeremy he's got, doing the coin pusher. I know his videos, but let's just look at it. It was the storage unit stuff, right? That was such a big deal for him. He was making a lot of money doing that. What other businesses does he have? He probably rents properties. He, has multiple sources of revenue coming in. And the language right here, where do I go here? Losing revenue streams. That is a great term of art. And the lawyer chose those words wisely, because it doesn't have to be, they're all going to come in here and say, oh, it's YouTube, it's this and that. Now you've got Ma and Pa down the street that want to buy an antique clock they found in a storage unit. But all of a sudden, they're not going to buy from somebody who's done bad things to little girls or whatever they put up in those flyers. Yeah, think about that, man. This isn't just a goofy, act funny, and have a good time tube experience. This is real life. This is somebody who has a job. If they didn't have YouTube, they have their own business, their own career. That is very well written and put right there. Revenue streams. It's not mean streaming. It means streams of revenue. Otherwise, would remain with Hales absent Preston's interference. Look, what they're selling the Otter Creek property. They sell that at a loss. That's more damages. Wherefore, Hales respectfully requested the court enter judgment to favor and in his favor and against Preston the following relief: compensatory damages in the amount established at trial, attorney's fees, costs incurred, and such other further reliefs needed. Same thing against Cook. We're just going to skip that. torches interference with advantageous business relationships, Matzkin, through this change his name. 1 through 64, over $75,000. Hales maintains valid and enforceable contracts and business relationships with its customers. Matzkin is knowledgeable of a contractual business relationship between Hales and his customers. Despite knowledge of the customer's contractual business relationship with Hales, Matzkin intentionally and without valid justification interferes with such relationship. Hales is damaged by Matzkin's unlawful conduct by losing revenue streams that would otherwise remain with Hales. Therefore, same thing. And then it's all the same for weeks. And then civil conspiracy, all defendants. Hales incorporates paragraph 1 through 64. All defendants agreed to intentionally. Now, he's saying that all these people that are in there right now all got together and collaborated. And they agreed to intentionally and maliciously participate in a civil conspiracy among themselves and with other individuals, the purpose of which is to commit the torts of defamation per se, and tortious interference with advantageous business relationships. Throughout the course of the conspiracy, defendants acting in concert coordinated in furtherance of the common scheme. Each defendant is jointly and severally liable for the torts of the other members of the conspiracy, which were committed in furtherance of the conspiracy. So that means that if you did not find one guilty, you can still find the others guilty. All defendants agreed to launch a campaign to defame plaintiff as evidenced by their actions. As a result of the defendants' conspiracy, plaintiffs suffered professional, reputation, and emotional harm. These torts caused the damages outlined in the previous cause of action. Hales respectfully requests that the court enter judgment against them all. Count 12, aiding and abetting. All defendants. Hales incorporates paragraphs 1 through 24. Defendants Matzkin and Weeks aided and abetted defendants Preston and Cook in committing tortious acts, including defamation per se, tortious interference with advantageous business relationships by, among other things, providing them with the means, platform, and network. Defendants Matzkin and Weeks knowingly and with full awareness substantially aided defendants Preston and Cook's wrongful conduct. Defendants Matzkin and Weeks intentionally helped create or participate in the creation of content about plaintiffs to share and provide a platform upon which to share this and other content to assist defendants Preston and Cook in committing tortious acts, including defamation per se, and tortious interference with advantageous business relationships. Defendants Preston and Cook aided and abetted defendants. What's happening over here? Sorry, I saw Freckles said something. Defendants Matzkin and Weeks in committing tortious acts, including defamation per se, and tortious interference with advantageous business relationships by, among other things, repeatedly publishing defamatory statements about plaintiff as detailed above on defendants Matzkin and Weeks platforms and networks and elsewhere. Defendants Preston and Cook knowingly and with full awareness substantially aided defendants Matzkin and Weeks' wrongful conduct. Wherefore, Hales respectfully requests that the court enter judgment in his favor and against all defendants jointly and severally. Demand for a jury trial. Hales demands trial by jury with all issues so triable. On this day, December 5th, respectfully submitted to the Shockett Law Group. Certificate of service and service list. That's funny. All right. Well, there we go. And that was a lot different than what I thought it was going to be. That was a lot different than I thought it was going to be. What's going on? I'll leave the chat for a second. Yes, we were making fun of Danish people. You're right. So I'm trying to catch up some of the chat here. I'm gonna go back and see some of the things that are catching my eye. Sorry, I'm sorry for the hair. 70B, how you doing? But all of the brain cells combined would equate to one person. So let's see here. Haven't had the bailiff walking behind me yet. Still leading the way to the free coffee. That's awesome. Large clock. Large clock. What are we doing? The job well done is a job well done. A Minnesota lawyer told me not to kink shame. Ooh, Jim Carrey tweeted once, everything must be touched. Ooh. As long as he didn't say everyone. I thought you were going to read that and we were going to talk amongst ourselves as long as it was reasonably acceptable. What? Heidi, 1776, how you doing? Cindy Crosby, good night. Please be sure to make sure you hit that subscribe button. You want to come back, we're going to have a lot of fun. Don't forget, guys, Wednesday we're going to be going back to the fun. We're going to be going back to watching a good old-fashioned coin pusher video. We're going to laugh, we're going to enjoy, and we're going to remember what got everybody started, where everybody became fans of the Hales. As far as this, that was a lot different than what I was expecting. So, hey, Robert James, what's happening, bud? So I'll tell you honestly, okay, I think Jeremy's got a great YouTube personality. It's wonderful. However, for me, when he was talking about it, I had a hard time following along with what he was saying because my brain works differently for this type of content. So I need to read it. And like, you'll notice, like, I didn't highlight anything except for, Bad Ducks part. But I didn't read anything. What happened, Paula? What's going on? Paula, I've said hi 2 times I know of. I think you're leaving the chat, Paula. I think that's what's happening. I think you're walking away from the chat and then I get in trouble. No, so I needed to oh, I do like that thumbnail, Robert. David Air Force vet, that's a good one right there. Yeah, Rico's one of those. I don't go down that path because it's very complicated. And I don't know. I'd have to look at it myself and learn about it and see what I thought, step back and think about things. But so like this, like for me, what you guys just saw, like I like to read something, then I go back with a highlighter and read again. Yeah, I did read that. Yeah, you did the outside decoration. You're doing the inside after the 10th. You're doing your tree. Paula she just got caught. She left and she tried to blame me. Oh. Anyway, yeah, that's I don't know. Now I want to read the depositions. I don't know if I'll be doing that here. If I do, it will not be. Everybody's done like a thing, you know. They do their own way. I would read the depositions just. I don't know. I was gonna say I'd read it. I'm more interested in the question asked. But then I stopped. I was like, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Sometimes I ask questions that have nothing to do with what the answer, what you might think the answer is. But I asked the question to see how you handle it, how you'd handle the answer. So I don't know. The Wilburns, I want the leg lamp. Let me tell you what. Go to Hallmark and get yourself a big award. You know, I gotta get the boxes. This is a whole big story. That's because you are the game. You are the game. Yeah, that's right. That leg lamp is awesome. Oh man, it was. You know what? So I moved it from here to the guest bedroom. I'll probably go back in there. I've got a window I wanted to put it in, but it didn't work out. Anyway, the guest bedroom, it's the lamp in there. Man, I like to turn it on. It's just that soft glow. I love that soft glow. I've got to get the leg part. That light went out. So I got to get one there. Good night, Iron Rabbit. Thank you so much. Tonight was a big deal, and I appreciate you being here and hanging out and protecting stuff. Fair for all. Says it is so difficult to imagine living through these nightmare allegations. It goes on and on. Jeremy keeps her emotions in check better than most. Fair for all, you know, and that's the thing. We could all be Jeremy at some point or another. There are people that aren't afraid of going to court. It's the damnedest thing you've ever seen. There are people that they don't. I mean, they would sue you just because they're the slip and fall people. You know, it's like they saw the grape, but they went and stepped on it when they were in the grocery aisle. And it's and you know, so we had Lauren on Friday night, and she's going through a lot of this herself, where the Laura Owens attorney's threatening her with some of the same things that Bubbles is throwing around. And she that's one of the reasons that, you know, I reached out. I was like, I wanted to have her on. I wanted her to have a good time because I can't imagine what they're going through. And Ted Wendell gifted 5 memberships.
Nice.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you. And guys, there'll be a link. Discord. You gotta come join Discord. You gotta hang out with us. Yeah, you don't want to egg them on. That's another good one. So let's go. He's got a good point here. What you've got to think about is that some people, what is it? It's like in the wild, the pretty animals, you know, like the real brightly colored snakes and frogs and all that. They're the ones that are venomous. They're the ones that you touch and you die. You don't want to be around that. So yeah, Sir Frank Otter. That's a good point. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. All right, guys. I gotta get the Advent. I gotta hurry up on that tomorrow. My throat's kind of worn out tonight. Boy, I'll tell you what. So, you know, it's funny. I started this, doing this whole YouTube thing. And I talk a lot, man. Ask Ballstorm, I talk a lot. But I started doing this, it was September, like 3 years ago. And the month of October came around. And every day of the month of October, I had a sore throat. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to get sick, but I never got sick. I just had this awful sore throat. And then it hit me one day that my, it's so much talking. And it wasn't even live back then. Hey, Ted Wendell's a new member. Awesome. And I don't have anything cool to play right off the top of my playlist.
I like turtles.
I need to work on my playlist. I need to work on that. Connie says they sell the leg lamps at the Christmas Story House in Cleveland. Yeah, they do. When did I start this? I think it was 22. I think that when I say started, that's when I did it every day. I've been a year going, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it today. All I got to do is just this. You know, it's funny because that's like this advent calendar. I wanted to do a short every day. And I keep saying, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I've done a short. And now I'm behind in opening up things. Gotta catch up. I hospitalized your grandmother. Well, I got nothing on that one. I got nothing on that one. Hey, Dan. Man. Just keep saying prayers for Dan, y'all. We got to, again, I can remember I'll put out another tweet and be like, look, there's been too many days. We're still not getting answers for these people. We got to have something by Christmas. Come on, man. So if you guys see me tweet it out, please retweet it. Let's try to get some more traction on that thing. Just hit those algorithms. Keep it going. So, I Like Turtles was from my local news channel. Yeah, I love the guy when he did the update. That was awesome. That was awesome. Was that Baby Brucey? Is the turtle kid? It might be. It might be. Oh, geez. Let's see. Tomorrow, I never know what's going to happen on Mondays. If you guys want to, I'll go back to Discord for a bit because it is supposed to be members night. Sorry, I appreciate you guys for letting me read that. This was something I've really been wanting to do. Really been wanting to do this for since it came out. And I feel good about it. I just, man, we'll see what happens next. This has been going on for a long time. Dan will be fine on January 21st. I got a feeling you're probably right, Bad Duck. Got a feeling you're right. All right. I'm going to go get a sandwich. I'll be over there. Guys, I appreciate y'all. I say over there, I'll be over there in Discord. I appreciate y'all. Love you guys. Be safe. Don't let this stuff get to you too much, you know. Remember, guys, hey, guys, please, the most important thing in the world right now is that it's Christmas time. Take that time for yourself to be sure and breathe in the cold air. Love some of it. Just look at some lights. Just stop and just look at them. And just think about it. It's the happiest time of year. Just be happy. Share that happiness. Whatever it is that you find that does it for you, remember, be good to yourself first. So, that being said, y'all, I love you guys. And all the drama. Whenever you see drama, what do?
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody